Oops. So I hear all the time people say, I feel like I'm not improving. I feel like I'm not improving. I can see the improvement from you too. You might not feel like you're improving, but just it's a major difference from what I saw when I first met both of you. So keep going. It's awesome. It looks great. You don't realize how much you've improved. Exactly. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, well, continue with the room. I just had to say that. Awesome. Okay, let's get started. Come on over here. Get you both right over here on this side of me. Not just yet. I'll take that. Thank you. Get you both on this side of me where you can see me. Just go stand by her. Yep. Okay. So today we're going to work on top spin. That's top spin. That's what it looks like. Okay. We're going to use this machine to hit top spin. So I've put some yellow Post-it note paper on the top of my paddle. When I talk about the head of my paddle, I'm talking about this part where the yellow sticker is, right? When I talk about the head, people sometimes I think mean the whole head, and sometimes in context, that's what it means. But today, when I'm talking about my paddle head, I'm talking about where the yellow markers are, okay? So, if I'm going to hit topspin, I start with the head of my paddle down, right? I'm going to finish with the head of my paddle high. You see this? Right? See how it's high? So it starts low, it finishes high. Between low and high, I hit the ball, and it spins forward. Do you see that? It's spinning this way. That's topspin. When the ball spins that way, it's topspin. Right? So I'm going from low to high, low to high. If I go from high to low, what happens? Backspin, right? So if I'm hitting a slice, right, that's slice, right? Okay, so top spin, bottom spin. When I do this, how would I do this in a three-dimensional thing? Side spin. You see that? Anyway, so today we're focusing on top spin. I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to explain it. So as the ball is spinning forward, like this, it creates a low pressure zone in front of the ball and below the ball, right? And as it moves forward through space and that low pressure zone increases, the ball falls into the low pressure zone, right? So the ball starts out high, it looks like it's going to go out the back of the court, and then it drops suddenly, right? So it doesn't have a nice smooth arc like this, like a flat ball would. It's more like this, right? Yep. And the point of putting topspin on the ball is to hit it, be able to hit it hard and make it stay in the court. Did you see how that? So I hit that ball hard enough that it was probably going to go out the back of the court or land near the back of the court, but it landed just across the net because it had so much spin before it got to the net that it started to break downwards. Yeah. So when I hit topspin, so topspin's coming at me, right? The ball's coming at me, spinning at me this way. When it hits my racket, it's going to jump up. What do we want our opponents to do for us? What do we want our opponents to do for us? We want them to pop the ball up for us, right? So if I hit a ball with a lot of topspin, right, and a player puts their racket underneath it, it pops up. And then it gives me a chance to hit the next ball, right? So there's all kinds of reasons to want to use topspin. Now, there's a topspin serve, there's a topspin drive, there's a topspin dink, there's a topspin volley, there's a topspin lob. So learning the basic elements of topspin has application to a whole bunch of different shots that you can use in pickleball. No, the head's down. You still want to hit it with the sweet spot. Yeah. So the head's down. It finishes up. Yeah. And the other thing I want you to notice is I don't dig under the ball and have, so I'm going to do this. I'll take this off of one side just so I can properly illustrate this. No, exactly. Yeah. So the paddle head is down, finishes up. But I want you to notice this side of my paddle. Okay? So I hit, and when I'm finishing up, the head of my paddle is facing that way. So I don't dig under the ball and end up with the paddle facing behind me. The paddle stays facing forward the whole time. Right? So watch this. No, it's not. Okay? So you just have to think like a windshield wiper. So stop at contact point. So stop at contact point. Yeah. And then from there, we continue to go that way. Right? Okay. Yeah. So, oops, sorry. From here, like this.
Oh, okay. Right? So you say hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So I hit the ball, and my paddle is still facing that direction. Okay? Anyway, don't want to get too lost in the weeds on that. Let's just get back to simplifying. So the ball bounces, the ball comes across the net. It bounces on this spot, it rises, and it starts to fall. Right? That's the arc. So it rises, it peaks right about here somewhere, and then it starts to fall. As it's falling, I'm swinging at it. Exactly. So I'm trying to get it as it's coming down. So racket head starts down, racket head finishes up. So the low to high racket path is one of the three things that we're going to be working on today. The low to high racket path. The second thing we're going to be working on is a weight transfer. So watch my feet now as I do this stroke. I start with my weight on my back foot, right? I transfer my weight to my front foot, and as I turn my hips, watch what happens to my heel back here. You see that? So I'm coming through like this. You guys are going to get lots of opportunity to hit this machine here, but I just want to finish demonstrating. Now the third thing I want you to think about is your hip here. So when I start off, my hip is pointing at the curtain, right? Watch me. As I swing and as I'm making contact, my hip is pointing at or just slightly ahead of the ball. That's why this heel needs to come off the ground. So people think they need to be sideways. We're not going to be doing this, just arm, right? We're going to be turning our hip into the ball because we want to drive this energy into the ball. Right. The way we're going to get there is I'm going to give you some hits on the machine and some hits with the ball. So it's going to look kind of like this. I'm going to, well, let me leave these in the hopper. I'm going to line myself up, right? Racket head's going to be down. I'm going to hit. Notice I'm not swinging at 100%. I'm swinging slowly and smoothly, right? Racket head down, finish. I'm going to do this 3 times. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to hit 3 balls. I'm going to drop it on the ground. I'm going to hit it. Drop it on the ground. I'm going to hit it. Drop it on the ground. I'm going to hit it. And then I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to hit 3 here, and then I'm going to go over here and hit 3 balls. And you two are just going to be cycling and taking turns. I don't want you to rush this. I really want you to think about being smooth, slow, right? Smooth. All right. Notice that I'm not hitting these panels. Those panels are there to prevent you from swinging through the ball because we want to just get it rolling. See how I get it rolling? Okay. Who wants to go first? Okay. So start with the paddle head low. Remember your weight transfer. Yeah. Keep going. Try it 3 times. Ah, you got some spin there. Yeah, okay. Now switch. Switch, let Lanny try. So now you've got the concept, so you keep doing it. So it's paddle head. So where do we start with our paddle head? Down. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Now you hit all 3 of those with this part of your paddle. Next time up, I want you to hit all 3 with this part of your paddle. Yep. Okay, go ahead, Susan. Give it a shot. There you go. Okay, so this time we're going to pause, Susan. We're just going to get you to learn how to spin the ball. Just like this. All right, so next time up, when you hit the ball, I want you to be spinning it at the same time. So incorporate that knowledge into what you just did. Yeah. Okay, practice spinning it a couple times, yeah. So this is actually really good, right? So you guys are standing really far back, right? I was standing a little bit closer, right? I want to be able to spin the ball. That's important, right? So my path isn't through the ball. My path is up the back of the ball, right? Yep. Yeah. So brush it first, get it spinning. No, you're a little too far back, aren't you? There we go. That might be a little too far forward. So, okay, so you're going to come like this.
Okay.
All right. There you go. There you go. You're getting there. Good. Much better.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's true. Get it primed up then.
Good. Good. Yeah. So you're not hitting the ball on the back of the ball, are you? You're hitting the ball here, right?
Yeah, we're just trying to lift it.
Trying to lift it. That's a good way to put it.
So this actually, when you do it.
You see me do it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not hitting through the ball. I'm hitting up on the ball to get it to spin. Right? I'm hitting it about half as hard as you guys are hitting it because my energy is going from here to here. Right? And to get maximum spin, I don't want to hit the ball too hard because it'll actually take away from the spin. I need to get it. Okay, so go ahead and try it again. Take turns. So hang on a second. There's no point in starting up here. Right? We want to start with our racket head down. Right?
Oh, okay.
So think of it like a kitten. Don't kill it. Pet it. There you go. There you go. Yes. Yeah. Don't hurt the kitten. Just pet it. So yeah, we want to start with our racket head down.
Oh,
Right. There you go. Okay, good. You got the brushing motion. Yeah.
Give it a hit.
Give it that. Yeah. Yeah. Now lift so that you're ending up high.
Okay.
Right? Good. Okay. So now we're going to try with the ball. And you're going to be going back and forth, and you're going to puzzle this out. You're going to think it out. You're going to struggle with it. It's going to get better as the time goes on, right? And it's not going to be perfect when you leave here today, but you're going to understand the basic concept. And you're going to have many more opportunities to come back and do this again, right? Okay, so this is how we're going to try and do it with the ball. I'm going to stand with my feet straddling the black line. I'm going to drop the ball in the court. Drop the ball in the court. Notice how I'm not throwing the ball at the ground. I'm just dropping it. Right? That's it. So straddle the back line, drop the ball in the court, drop it straight down, pet the cat, get it spinning. That's what we're going to do. All right, Susan, you can go first on the balls, and you can practice there. So when she's ready, she'll come around behind you, and then you switch places. Nice. All right, good top spin. So straddle the black line. When you drop the ball, though, you dropped it back here. I want you to drop it inside the court.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Ah, look at that top spin. That was awesome. That was an awesome top spin in the court. There you go. Look at that top spin. That was awesome. One more, and then we'll switch roles. Yeah, good top spin. Great. You're hitting a top spin now. Yeah, that is serving. You can practice here. So you're starting way back here. I want you to think about starting down here, lifting with your legs, right? So from here to up. Yeah, and then finish at the top. You're stopping at the top, so I want you to go from here, so you're finishing with the racket head up. There you go. Much better. Good. One more, Lanny. Show me one more. I was busy with Susan. So straddle the black line, drop it in the court. Yeah, that was good. You got top spin there, but let me show you what you did. Just come here. Okay. I want you to start with your paddle head down towards the ground. You started with your paddle head like this, right? So if we want to get maximum spin, we need to go from here to here. So from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock. We don't want to be going from 3 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 6 to 12. Okay? And then another thing that neither one of you have picked up on yet is my wrist is bent back. Right? I'm not hitting like this. Right? My wrist is bent back so that I can use my paddle like a windshield wiper. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Yeah. Yep. So 6 to 12. Yeah. And if my wrist is bent back, watch my paddle face. Come around this side of me. That way you can see the yellow. Come around this side of me. My paddle face stays facing forward, right? Now my body turns, so I end up facing this way, but the paddle face stays facing forward the whole time. Right? So from low to high, low to high. Yep. There we go. That's good technique. You guys are getting better. Okay, you're still swinging this way, Susan, and I need to get you to swing this way. So you're not finishing out forward, you're finishing over your shoulder. So you're lifting. So, hang on one second. Okay, so I want you to lift so that you're finishing up here, right? Rather than swinging towards the other wall, swing up. There you go, that's much better. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Lanny, that's great. Okay, that's great. Yep. Yep, it's the wrist, bend the wrist back. Exactly, you got it. Yeah, look at that. That's a 4.0 swing right there. You come on the ball. Yep. Drop it in the court. Yep, you stay out. Yeah, drop the ball in the court. Look at that, good top spin. Good top spin. Yeah, you got it, Lanny. So now I'm going to back you up just a little bit because right now your shoulders are tipping. Right now your shoulders are tipping this way.
Okay.
I want your shoulders this way. Right? So you got to back up a little bit from the ball so that you can do that. Right? Keep your shoulders level. Better. You're tipping up, yeah. Yeah, more like that. Yeah. There you go. It was awesome. Very good, Susan. Look, do you see the top spin that you're getting? That ball kicked up almost to the height of those light switches. It's kicked up at high. And if I go back there, that's right about here. You kick that ball up to about here. One more and then switch. Look at the top spin she's getting. Good top spin. Yeah, no, I didn't do it. You did it. Head down, Lanny. Or I mean, yeah, Lanny. Head down. There you go. Yeah, yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, knee bend, hip turn, weight transfer, it's all there, Lanny. You got it all. Okay, now, just come here, Susan. You keep working, Lanny. Okay, let me show you what you're doing. Watch my knees and my hips. You're not moving, you're just arm, right? What I want you to do is involve your knees and your hips. So you got to have a little bit of bend in your knees because you want some lift, right? You want some lift, right? And you also want some hip turn, right? Right? See how my arm is bent here? My elbow's staying fairly close to my body, right? Right, so let's work on that. You're getting lots of top spin now. So you've got the fundamentals. We just want to add some healthier elements to it. Because if you're hitting the way you're hitting and you start hitting that hard, you're going to hurt yourself. Yeah. We need looseness and relaxation in the rest of your body. Okay? Lift. Make it roll. There you go. So let me show you something. Just come in here like you're going to hit the ball again. Sorry, line up properly to hit the ball. Okay, right now you're digging under the ball like this, and I want you to brush the back. Remember, it's a brush. Right? Okay. Your knees are better. Your hips are turning. That's good. We're making progress. That's good. Awesome. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now try to apply that to hitting some balls. Nice, Lanny. That's awesome. Okay, so you've got all of the elements there. They're all there now. We just need to work on, remember yesterday I was talking about think smooth, think like a dancer? Right. That's what I want you to think about. Don't think about power. Don't think about winning. Don't just think about being smooth and elegant and graceful. Because if you get all of these elements working smoothly and gracefully, the power will take care of itself. Okay? Very nice. Very good. Good. Yes. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to give you a new starting point. Stay there. Start. Show me your starting point. Show me your paddle. When I say your starting point, I mean your paddle. Yeah. Okay, so right now you're starting. You actually start here, then you move it back, and then you hit.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. What I want you to do is just start with your paddle here, head down. Yeah. Paddle face facing this direction. Oh yeah. So this is when I say your starting point. This is where I want you to start. Okay. Then you're going to come through. You're going to hit. You're going to finish, right? And that's going to be your That's going to be your finishing point. Okay. So starting point. Yep. There we go. Through to finish. Beautiful. Starting point. There we go. Beautiful. Yep. Good. You are getting so much spin. That's awesome. Good. Yep. Yep. Great. Okay, one more, and then we're going to pick up. Beautiful. Effortless power. That was great.
It does feel like that.
It's exactly what it is. Yeah. You don't. It's not a very big court. You don't have to swing hard. All right, Susan, you can use this one. Okay, so we're going to have a drink of water and a chat, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you guys how to drill this together. Was this? Oh, I'm sorry. I picked your paddle up. I touched your paddle. Oh no, all the luck is gone now. Some people are really superstitious about their paddle. I used to play squash with a guy. Can I just borrow your paddle for a second? Who, when he wasn't playing, would hold his paddle, his racket like this because he believed that doing this filled all the luck out of it, all the wins out of it. So he used to come off the court and he would set his paddle down like this against the glass, and we'd have our drinks, and then he'd pick it up carefully, he'd take it on the court, and he would carry it out like this. And until he was actually swinging, the paddle head never went down. He was so superstitious. Athletes are funny. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's awesome to see the progress. I put off buying one of these machines for a year because I didn't think they were useful. And then I talked to a student who had struggled with topspin, who told me about 20 minutes on that machine. She got it. And, you know, considering who it was coming from, it made me think, maybe I should look at this. So I bought one just to see what would happen. And the first time I tested it on a student, I realized, yeah, this is a good machine. So, yeah.
It is. It gives you a whole different, because you're not pressured. The ball's not moving.
Exactly.
So you can worry about like all that.
Exactly.
You can see it too, right? It's out there in front of you.
Out of all, like I've been teaching for 30 years, out of all the tools, the thousands and thousands of dollars I spent on tools over the year, for topspin, there's no question of that. No question. It's definitely worth it. It's not worth it for an average person to buy it because you only need it for 20 minutes.
Right.
But for somebody coming to a class, if the instructor has it, I think it's a really useful tool.
Absolutely. We had no idea what
Good.
topspin was. So.
Good. Well, now you know. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that topspin can be applied to a whole bunch of things. Now, when I talk about with my advanced level students about, so your goal as a pickleball player from a skill point of view, a shot making point of view, is you want to be able to hit every shot with all three spins. So top spin, bottom spin or side spin, whatever you want to call it, top spin, slice, and flat, right? From both sides of your body at all three speeds, slow, medium, and fast. That's your goal. If you can hit every shot with all three spins at every speed, you're going to be a great player, regardless, right? Technically, you're going to be a great shot maker, right? Most people have one thing they do well. And if you can avoid giving them the opportunity to do that one thing well, you can beat them. The good players do a lot of different things well. They have a lot of tools in their tool chest. This will give you more tools, right? Topspin is really effective, especially against female players who tend to not understand what topspin is. The guys learn it from a young age. In all the sports they play, they learn how to spin the ball. So they do it. And they use spin effectively to dominate women in pickleball settings. So being able to hit topspin will lead to you being able to defend topspin, right? So, the easiest way to bring topspin into your game is with a topspin serve, right? Because you're in control of the ball. The ball's not moving towards you. You're self-feeding. So we were just doing some self-feeding there, weren't we? That was essentially a drop. It wasn't essentially. It was a drop topspin serve, right? So that can be one of your serves now as you work on your topspin. So when I talk about sneaky practice, if you're going into rec where the wind, rec league here, winds don't matter, right? You want to practice something. You can't practice dinking because nobody will give you a ball you can dink, right?
It's not in there. In the rec league.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that you can do is practice your serves because you're going to get the ball, right? So you can practice, and you can do sneaky practice. When you're passing somebody the ball, you can practice your topspin, right? Now I'm going to teach you. So we've done topspin drop serve. Now we're going to learn topspin volley serve, and then we're just going to go back and forth to each other doing some practicing. Okay, so let's go in the room, and that's what we're going to do next. All right. Yeah. You didn't understand what you were doing. You didn't recognize it. Yeah. Now you know. Yeah. All right. So we were doing this, right? That's a drop serve. A volley serve is the same thing, just from the air. Right? So we'll want to let the ball get lower to the ground. Oops. Right? But we want to hit it before it hits the ground. So same positioning. I'm straddling the black line. I'm going to drop the ball in the court. I'm starting with my racket head down. Right? That's all we're doing. Okay? So I'm going to put the balls in the center. One of you is going to be here. One of you is going to be here. And you're going to serve. Just get it across the net, or not. Just generate topspin. Remember brushing up on the ball, all of that stuff that we were doing. Yeah, that was a great ground one. Now we'll do one out of the air. Very good, Susan. So that's on the ground, Lanny. That was a ground one. We're trying to do volleys now. Yeah. Yeah, good, Susan. Very good. Great topspin. Yeah, good topspin. Very good. Yeah, beautiful. Right now we're just working on topspin. You want to go from hitting your, just pause for 1 second. This happens with students. You go from hitting your 5th successful topspin volley shot to saying, yeah, but it's not perfect. Yeah, and people do that. You have some success, and then you immediately tear yourself down. You go, but in a game, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that to yourself, right? Right now, we're just working on being smooth and elegant and generating effortless power. We will get the directional control and the depth control of that stuff later. Today, we're just working on learning the dance. We'll win the competition later. Okay? Awesome. Beautiful, smooth movement. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Similar, same concept. Good. Good. One more and then switch sides. Yep. Yeah, good. Okay, now switch sides. Let's go back to the machine for a minute. All right. Put you right here. Oops, I'll take this. Right on the side of me. So right now you're starting to do this again, big under. Remember that we're trying to do this. Right? So I'm just going to get you to come here and stand here and brush up on the ball a few times just so you remember that brushing motion. So, okay. There we are. So we're going from here. Our motion is like this. So you're rolling around. There you're, it's called pronating. You feel how you're pronating from here around here.
Yep.
Right? That's the motion. Yep, there you go. There you go. Okay, now you can go back and hit some balls. Very good, Lanny. Yeah, Susan, much better. Much better. Yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Awesome, ladies. I'm just going to get you to pause for a second because you're both doing something the same. I'm going to slide over here, Lanny, just so you can see me. Okay. I'm not going to use a ball because it'll be distracting. You're both doing this. So you're starting forward, and then you're swinging back. And what I want you to do is just start back here so that we're not going back and then forward, right? I just want you to start back here, racket head down, forward. Simple line, simple straight line. Yeah, because when you start doing this first, it's going to mess up your timing, right? So we want one simple line. So we're starting in the same place every time. We get consistency, okay? Yeah. So think of your starting point. Racket head down, Lanny, down. There we go. Yeah. Good. Yeah, good. There you go. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. We're going to do a pickup, and then we're going to do one more basket, and then we're going to hit to each other. All right, so I'm going to give you I'm going to add a layer to here. I'll just get you both on this side of me so you can see me. Okay, so we're going to drop one on the yellow dot. So I'm straddling the back line. Drop one on the yellow dot, and then we're going to hit one out of the air. But I want you to hit it out of the air as if you're going to drop it on the yellow dot, right? Because what I'm seeing is when you guys would do the bounce ones, you're hitting it in the court. But when you do the volley ones, you're bringing the ball back here, right? So whether you're hitting a volley serve or a drop serve, the contact point remains the same. So we want it out in front, right? And I want you to be able to reach, because if you think about it, I need to get this motion happening, right? Right? Just look at me. I need to get this motion happening. I can get this motion happening out here because it's out in front of my body, but I can't get that motion happening in here because it's in here, right? So I need to get out here so that I can turn my hip, and I need to be able to get this motion happening. And I can't do that if the ball's too far back, right? So this is why I want you to do this out here. The other thing is on the volley serves, I want you to let the ball get low. Let it get low, because right now you're both hitting it fairly high, especially you, Lanny. You're hitting it right up here. It's like you're afraid it's going to hit the ground. I want you to want it to get low, right? Because if it gets low, whoops, tough one. If it gets lower, you're going to be able to get more spin, right? You'll be able to get more spin. Okay? All right, so practice with the dots. I want you to do one drop serve and then one volley serve. And on the volley serve, you're going to pretend that you're dropping the ball on the dot. It's just you're going to hit it before it gets there. Yeah, good. Nice. Very good, Susan. You're doing great. I want you to go back to effortless power. Effortless power. So everything's great. Just go back to effortless power. Don't try so hard. Very nice, Susan. That was a great hit. Beautiful, Lanny. Okay, last one, then switch sides. Yep, switch sides now. So much top spin. Good. Awesome. Okay, let's do a pickup, and then I'm gonna teach you 3 different drills that you two could do together. All right. What is? Oh yeah. Glad you liked it. Okay. So I'm going to teach you guys how to practice this together now. So the first one is stationary self-feed, just hit and catch. So Lanny would go to the other side. Just stay here for now, right? I would drop the ball or hit a volley serve or drop serve wherever I want to Lanny. Lanny catches. Lanny catches the ball. She gets lined up. She serves back to me. You catch, right? Or I catch. Then I serve it back. So it's stationary hit and catch. The second one is going to be serve and return. So Susan serves to Lanny. Lanny returns. That gives you an opportunity to practice returning topspin. Right? If you're getting served topspin, the best way to return is with topspin. So it gives you a chance to practice your topspin drive. Topspin to topspin. That's the best reply to topspin. Yep. So topspin to topspin. And then the third one we call serve return +1. So there's the serve, there's the return, and then the returner gets to decide what they're going to do for a third shot. They can do a third shot drop, they can do a third shot drive, or they can do a third shot lob, whatever they want to work on. So then the ball ends up back, it ends up alternating sides that way. So when you see people warming up their serve, like advanced players, tournament players, you'll see them doing serve return +1, right? Because that gives you 3 shots to practice. The serve return, and then the third shot drop is typically what people are practicing. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go quickly through all of those. We'll do about 7 minutes on each. So you can serve to Lanny. Lanny, you're going to go down there. You also want to alternate every once in a while, serving from this side to switching to this, right? Alternate your 2 sides. So we'll start with just serve and catch. Topspin, serve and catch. Whatever you want to practice, the drop serve or the volley serve, whatever you want to practice. There we go. Good. No, you're gonna serve it back. So you're gonna serve it back. Okay. Good. Catch. Yep. Good. Good. All right, so come on over for a second, Lanny. I want to talk about something. Or actually, let's all meet at the net. We're all going to meet at the net. Okay, this is specific to both of you. Okay, both of you need some improvement in your anticipatory skills. You're anticipating where the ball is going to land and to receive it. So we can add a layer of anticipatory training to this quite easily. So you're going to serve, and I need to catch it. We'll just you and I'll do it together. I need to catch it before it bounces the second time. Okay? So that's going to work on 2 things. One is well, 3 things. Your ability to read, right, as the ball's coming off the racket, your ability to anticipate, and your reactive strength. Something both of you need, and Susan Shaler as well. You need higher reactive strength. So reactive strength is your ability to move explosively to deal with a situation, right? So those 3 things all go together, especially on the serve return. This is a good opportunity to just add that layer to it. You're going to practice your strokes, but the person who's receiving is going to work on this catch thing. So you and I'll demonstrate it. I'll just get you right here, Susan. You can serve to me, Lanny. Right? So I'm not just standing here passively waiting for her to serve to me. I'm going to watch. Well, I can't do that one. Oh, okay. I got you messed up. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, just act like you're passing me the ball. So I'm going to move to catch it so that I catch it on the second bounce. I'm going to try and catch it moving forward. Okay? So now you can serve to her, and you're going to do the same thing, Lanny. Right? Yeah, serve, do your normal thing. So now we're doing the drill again. No, she's going to catch it. And then she's going to serve it to you, and you're going to catch it. Okay. Good. Yeah, don't passively wait there. Go get it. Go get it. Yeah. Go get it. There we are. Go get it. Nice. Yep. Good. Yeah, and it helps you learn to explode to move towards the ball. Yeah. Okay. It's also going to help you with your eye-hand coordination and your spin reads and all kinds of things. So this has got a lot of beneficial elements to it. Good. All right, so the second layer of this drill now is serve return. So I'll just get you to step off to the side. Okay, you serve to me. So now I'm going to be returning it to you. Okay. Now, so that one went astray, so now I'm going to serve to you. You're going to return to me, okay? Oh, bad serve. Now you're going to serve to me. Okay, we're bad. Okay, now I'm going to serve to you. You ready? Good. It's okay. Good. It's okay. Good. Okay, so it comes back to me, so I serve again. So I'm going to serve to you. Oh, geez, now I can't serve. And you're going to return to me. It comes back to me, I serve again. Let's say it didn't come back to me. It went out of bounds or it went into the net. Then whoever has the ball starts serving. Okay, so here you go, Susan. You can start. So it can be serve and return now. Good. Good? No, just one. Just one, Susan. Just one. So just serve and return. If she returns it to you, you catch and you serve again. Yeah. Turn, good stuff. Okay, it came back to you, so you're going to serve again. Good, return. Okay, good. So now you're both working on your serves and your serve returns, right? Good, excellent. Good. Okay, now it's your turn to serve. Pretty simple drill, right? Good, catch. Yep, nice. Good. All right, come into the net for a second. Okay, going back to the three things about reading, anticipatory skills, and reactive strength. If you're the third person, right, so you've served, she hits it back to you, you want to make sure you're catching that on the second bounce. You don't want to passively let it dribble around the court. You want to try and get there. You're going to catch it still. You're going to go back and serve. So I'm not saying you have to add that layer in, but it's a layer that both of you would benefit from adding to your practices. Okay? Now we're going to do the third shot. So we're going to do serve return +1. So there's going to be a cycle of 3 shots now, ideally. The ball isn't always going to cross the net. So the ball ends up on your side and the plate and the drill breaks down. Just now you start serving, right? So it's going to be serve, return, +1. Normally people would, the +1 is usually a drop, but it doesn't have to be. If you guys are working on topspin, it can be a topspin drive return, right? Or it can be optional. Your third return can be optional. Your third shot can be optional. You know, like sometimes I'm going to hit a topspin, sometimes I'm going to hit a drop, sometimes I'm going to hit a lob, whatever, right? So let's try that. Serve return +1. Good. Good. Excellent. Yeah, actively go get it. That's right. Good job. Okay. Go get it. Oh, that's one of those situations where we're working on, right? Yeah. So what happens in these drills is you tend to get passive, right? And you guys don't need passive training. You guys need more active training, reactive training. So take every option, every opportunity that you get to be reactive and to develop your reactive strength, do that, right? The short balls, the wide balls, go for it. Go, go, go. Work on your reactive strength. Good? Good catch. Good. That's reactive. Good. Well done. Very reactive. That's good. Good. Okay. Come on into the center for a minute. Today we're going to end with a little bit of a lecture. Not a negative lecture, just talking lecture. Okay. So I'm really glad we had the opportunity for the three of us to get together today because both of you have asked me in the last 2 weeks, Coach, what do I need to do? You both have the same core issue, which is you're too passive. You need to be more reactive. And you talked about that this morning. I don't have that killer instinct. It comes from always going out and having to play socially and be nice and be friendly and be a good lady, a good person, a good friend, right? Playing with senior players and people that you want to beat up on, right? You both have good skills. Now you need to put that together with some reactive training, reactive strength. So you're moving a little more explosively, moving a little more aggressively, trying to catch stuff, trying to get to the ball, trying to read faster. And what will happen is it's going to start slowly. It'll start to build and build and build. And then reaction will become your habit, right? And at that point, you'll no longer be a passive athlete. You'll be a reactive athlete, right? And that's important. You both need that in your games. Now, I want to say one other thing. They're always texting you saying, you want to come and play? Do you want to come and play? Do you want to come and play? Do you want to come and play? You guys want to practice more, don't you? Now, you need to say, okay, I'll come and play, but I want to spend at least half our time doing some drills today. Right? I want to spend at least 40 minutes. Like negotiate with the group. Right? Say, do you mind if we just go train today? Right? Coach taught us some good drills. Why don't we we'll pick 3 of our favorite drills and we'll work on those. Right? And we can play a game at the end. Right? You need to negotiate your practice time. When you're with a group of people who only want to play, right? You need to negotiate your practice time. Now, sometimes you might only be able to get them to agree to 15 minutes. Take it. Right? Take your 15 minutes, right? And if you see other people, you know that the group is talking to other people in your group who are like you, talk to each other, right? See if you can steer the group more towards practice. There's going to be people who only want to play. They have no patience for practice. I'm not going to mention names. You guys know who they are in your group. Maybe spend a little less time with them and a little more time with the people who want to practice. Or get 3 people who want to practice more in the group and invite that person along as a 4th so they're outvoted. Right? You see what I'm saying? But be a little more assertive in your demand for a little more drill time. And this simple one that we just did, this is a great one because it allows you to work on a skill, which is your topspin drive or your topspin volley, serve in this particular case. You have an opportunity to work on your response to that, your serve returns and your topspin drives, and your drop shots, right? And your anticipatory skills, your reading skills, your reaction skills, right? Now, you might not want to go out and do this for an hour, but if you can get 30 minutes or 20 minutes of this in and then play a couple of games, you're going to develop faster than if you just go out and play 3 games against the same 3 people and you know what their weaknesses are and you know you only need this one shot to beat them, right? So, or if you're going out to play with people who are better than you, right? Rather than going out letting them beat up on you, which is why they're calling you in the first place, right? Get some training out of them. Say, yeah, okay, I'll let you beat up on me for 30 minutes, but you're going to practice with me for 30 minutes first, right? And if they have a bad attitude about practicing, then just don't practice. You got to negotiate your practice time.
I think for me, I have to go, still trying to figure out how to make my brain be reactive every shot because I can do every third or the serve or, because in my brain I'm like, anticipate. I need to figure out what, well, it feels like it's just my brain muscles not used to that. So I need to flex that.
So the net about being like once it gets, coming back to you really quickly.
Yeah.
As far as got my racket here and then now the shot's coming here.
Yeah.
Like
So you guys have been taught the ready position. I see it in both of you. You've been taught a ready position. So you have a ready position, but you see it as a stationary position. There's a thing called dynamic ready position where you're tracking the ball. You're tracking the ball. So if the ball's over here, my weight's on my right foot, my paddle's pointing here. So you always want to keep your muscles firing. You're actively, dynamically tracking the ball. You're never just waiting to see what happens. You're not stationary. Yeah. Yeah, you're frozen. You're still. Yeah. And then you need to react from a nice cold stance. You always want to be moving. Even if you're not in the shot, you always want to be moving because it's easier to continue and add on to movement than it is to go from still to moving. Right? We're going to keep on working on that in practice so that you guys have been mostly at the 2.5 and the 3.0 level. The higher you get, the more I emphasize that, right? And I'll try and emphasize it more with you guys. You don't want to get too far ahead starting to work on stuff that you're not ready for yet. Your platform has to be built. Right now, I really want you guys to be focusing on getting more practice time in with the group that you have. Try and do more reactive stuff like we were just doing here. Be less passive. Try to be more mobile, right? So, happy feet. Keep your feet moving. Keep your feet moving, right? Okay, now I'm ready. Keep your feet moving, right? Don't just be standing passively. Keep your paddle up. Keep your nose in the game. Keep your feet moving. Try and just stay a little more active. Yeah. Yep.
It's funny you emphasize that because thing at Wood Creek,
Mhm.
a couple weeks ago, my husband happened to ride his bike up, and I'm always, he doesn't like to tell me, critique me or anything, but I'll say, no, I really want you to tell me, like, what you see, because
Mhm.
he's tennis.
Mhm.
And that's the exact same thing he said. He said, you've got to keep your feet moving.
Mhm.
You're not moving enough, sort of thing. You're standing still.
Mhm. Passive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's going to help both of you. And it starts, reactivity has to be a habit. Activity has to be a habit. And you have to build it, right? It's something you need to be constantly reminding yourself. Be moving, be engaged, be tracking, be moving. Don't be stationary, right? And Angela moves her toes inside of her shoes now. That's one of the ways she reminds herself to keep her feet moving, right? Because it looks silly if you're standing there doing this all the time. So she keeps her feet moving inside of her shoes. Yeah, oh yeah, hyperactivity disorder.
Alice has not that problem.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Take a note.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I need to check the door, see if Sanka's here yet. So are you guys going to stay for Sanka's lesson? You can't? Okay. Okay, awesome. You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, let me shut off the camera. Can you check the door, see if she's here? Thank you.